Okay, another issue that was very much at the forefront of the legislature, at least for the last week, and that did go through, was tax reform. 2 years ago, there was a special council created by the legislature to study how to overhaul Georgia's tax code comprehensively. Some of those recommendations were adopted this week. A lot of them were not. I'd like each of you to answer or tell us about whether you're satisfied with what the bill passed this week did, and if not, what are some of the other things you would like to see the legislature do in the future. And looks like we're Josh going first here.
I think the bill that passed is a good start. I think that there's more to be done, and what I've been talking about is increasing and making sure that Georgia's small businesses have access to capital. And one of the ways we can do that is we've got an angel investor tax credit out there that expires in 2013. It allows investors to get a tax credit for investments in small Georgia businesses. It expires next year. I want to make it permanent. So not only businesses understand that that's an option they'll have going forward, but investors know Georgia is a great place to put their money. We do a great job in creating companies here. We need to keep them here, and that's one way to do it. The second thing I think the tax bill raises is that it's going to cost the state $48 million next year. That's in addition to the $225 million hit we're going to face in Medicaid when the way we finance Medicaid goes forward, and the $100 million hit we're going to get from the implementation if we're not successful at the Supreme Court, or worse yet, if the president's not elected, in Obamacare. So one of the things that tax policy now always brings up the question is, in a balanced budget state, what are you going to do to balance the budget? And I can tell you that I've got the experience. When I started with Governor Perdue, our budget was at $21 billion. When I left, it was at 17. I've got the experience in cutting the budget, and given what we're going to be facing next year, I want to take that experience and make sure that it has a minimal impact on all of us. But the one thing I do wish the tax bill had was that angel investor tax credit. I think it's a good thing. It needs to be made permanent.